today with the support of Destination New South Wales, with the support of More Sport, with the support of the Sydney Cricket Ground, we will see next March, on the 23rd and the 24th of March, two great teams, the LA Dodgers, the Arizona Diamondbacks, play the first two games of the Major League Baseball. This is not an exhibition match. These are not exhibition matches. These are actually two serious matches in, the most impressive sports outfit in the world, the biggest franchises in the world, and it's a great opportunity for Sydney. As I say, the opening games, the two opening games will be here in Sydney on Saturday the 22nd and Sunday the 23rd of March next year. Destination New South Wales estimates that the opening two games will bring 10,000 interstate and international visitors to this city, generating more than $13 million in economic investment and supporting and growing local jobs. This is not just important globally, it's certainly important within our region of the world, a region of the world in which we're trying to grow our trade investment. This is going to focus the eyes of the world on Sydney and New South Wales for these two matches, and hopefully in the lead up to and after those two matches, its benefit in terms of promotion to this city and of this state for tourism, not just around these events but in the future, is inestimable. Can I say that this is timely because 100 years ago to the year in which these two events will take place, the Sydney Cricket Ground played host to the Chicago White Sox in an exhibition match. So here we are, 100 years later, not playing an exhibition match, but playing the first two games of the series with two great teams in Sydney, New South Wales, and Australian first, a great opportunity for this state, and I want to thank all those who are responsible. Thank you.
Sydney, what a terrific baseball town, and what a great announcement about a sport that bonds Australians and Americans. I can't think of anything better than this combination, getting to watch American baseball with Australian beer. Now, the bond between the U.S. and Australia that was formed through baseball began before the U.S. and Australia ever served together, before we ever triumphed together, before we had an alliance together. What we did was we played baseball together. 130 years ago, a player named Joe Quinn debuted for St. Louis. He was the first Australian to ever play in the major leagues in the United States. And next year, as the Premier mentioned, will be the 100th anniversary of when the Chicago White Sox played the New York Giants here at the Sydney Cricket Grounds. And just so you know, my friend President Obama is going to be very happy to learn that the White Sox won 10-5. So I can't think of any better way to commemorate that event and this bond between our two great nations than to have two new great baseball teams, Los Angeles Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks, come here and play their season opener here at the Sydney Cricket Ground. They are both absolutely terrific teams, and I know that throughout the season they're going to be battling very, very hard to be the second best team to my San Francisco Giants. So, baseball connects us in lots of ways. I was just back from Oakland where I saw Grant Balfour, who is the great Australian pitcher for the Oakland A's. He just set the record for the A's for the most consecutive saves by a player in one season. He is also just one of many Australian stars. You got Rich Thompson, you got Josh Spence, you got Luke Hughes, all out there demonstrating that baseball is truly an international sport. In fact, major leagues currently have players from over a dozen different countries in their starting lineups. But baseball, as the Premier mentioned, is also terrific for trade and for business, particularly here in New South Wales. During that same trip back to Oakland, I visited with the New South Wales Trade and Investment Office, which was just established in Silicon Valley. And we're working together in that office to expand trade across every dimension between the United States and Australia, and particularly New South Wales. But baseball is one particularly great way to do it. All you have to do is go to the U.S. and visit our new ballparks in Baltimore, in Washington, D.C., in San Francisco, to see the impact that baseball has on the economy of a city. It has revitalized those neighborhoods. It's built new restaurants and hotels. And And this exclusive Sydney engagement between the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers is going to bring baseball fans not only from all over Australia, but really throughout the region will be coming out here to New South Wales. It's going to increase tourism. It's going to increase money. And I think Barry may be lowballing it when he says $13 million. I expect there'll be even more than that. But what I love about baseball isn't just the money. It's not just about the trade and these practical things like revenues. It's a sport that reflects some of the truly deep values that bond our two nations together. Baseball is a sport that's about giving it a go. It's a sport where you can't score, you can't win unless you want to step up to the plate by yourself and take a swing. It's a sport about perseverance, because even the very best baseball players of all time get out 7 out of 10 times that they come up to the plate. It's a sport about teamwork. No one player, no matter how great they are, can do it alone. It's about 9 players over a sustained period of time playing together, hitting and fielding together. And it's a sport about hope. It's a sport that says that no matter how many runs you're behind, as long as you've still got an at-bat, you can come back and you can win. And most of all, it's a sport that favors families. You play it in a park, and every player, when they get up to the plate, knows that ultimately their goal is to get home safe.
I want to start by to express some gratitude on behalf of all Major League Baseball players to Premier O'Farrell and his team for vision in supporting this amazing opportunity to bring baseball up close and personal to the Australian fans, and to continue to grow and expand this game, this great game, throughout the world. To the people of Sydney and the people of all of Australia, for their feverish enthusiasm for sport and for providing us this opportunity with a warm embrace to bring our sport here. As many of you know, Major League Baseball's opening day is special. It's even sacred for us. It's greeted with tremendous excitement and enthusiasm. After months of waiting, the games begin and the spectacle unfolds on the field. While there will be many games played in any given year, there's only one opening day. And in 2014, it's here. I, for one, couldn't be more excited about that. For the first time ever in the Southern Hemisphere. When I spoke to the players about this opportunity, and we called them all personally to talk to them about coming down here. They could not have been more excited. They planned to bring their families, they asked to bring their friends, they asked if they could come early, they asked if they could report late back because they wanted to spend time here. And I can't blame them. This is my first visit here, and I can't wait to report back to tell them everything they expect will be true. The embrace, the warmth, the generosity of the people here is everything I expected it to be, and I will tell them that. Sydney is a world-class destination, a world-class city, and it's a dream destination for many of these guys. They also know they will be a part of history by playing here, and at the sensational and historic Sydney Cricket Ground to boot. They couldn't be more honored. I can't wait for March. The world will be watching, and we know Sydney will shine. Thank you.
I'm a bigger windbreak.
Can I get a look down this way, gentlemen? Thank you. The other side of your jersey.
Show the other side. Yeah, fantastic. Always happy to publicise the name. This is on back the other way.